Hi dear friend, thank you so much for tuning in. Today I wanted to share with you a really soft and gentle yoga practice. I'm going to take you through a moon salutation. Now we just celebrated a full moon over the weekend. We're welcoming a new month, a new season, and we've also shifted our time. So this is really great practice to do in this season of change. And it's also a really wonderful practice to do in the evening when you're unwinding and ready to settle into a more relaxed state. Know that this practice is meant to be slow, so take your time and connect to your body and breath. So we're going to start our practice today in a mountain pose. Come to the center of your mat. Have your feet about hip width distance apart. You can keep a soft bend in your knees. Take your hands to your heart center. Release your shoulders down away from the ears. Soften the muscles in your face. Unclench your jaw. Take 3 cycles of breath here in through the nose and out the nose. Finding a rhythm, a breath that feels natural to you. On your next inhale breath, sweep your arms out to the sides and up towards the sky. Interlace all 10 of your fingers and release your index finger. So your hands will look like so. Keep your arms extended out and up. Soften the shoulders if you wish. Press down through your heels. Draw your belly up and in. Create some support in the low back. Reach up and over. Come into a side bend towards the right side of the room. Maybe even turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. Press through both heels. Lift back up through center. Take another inhale, breath, find length through your body. As you exhale, step your feet out wide. Have your toes point out, heels point in. Lower your seat back and down. Take a deep bend in the knees. Cactus shape the arms. Find your goddess pose. Think about pointing your tailbone down towards the floor, lifting up through the crown of the head, creating more space in the chest as you squeeze the shoulder blades together. See if you could sit down low. So just straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Find a 5-pointed star pose. Pivot the left heel so that the toes point in towards the midline of your body. Keep your right foot pointing outwards. Lean your right fingertips forward towards one end of your mat. As you exhale, find your triangle pose. So your left arm will lift up towards the sky. Right arm reaches down. You might take your top hand, manually open up the chest, the heart space, and see if you can lean a little bit further back. Find even way to cross your feet, really press into the outer part of your left foot. One other inhale, exhale, breath. Windmill the arms all the way back down, frame your right foot. Take a soft bend in both knees as you pivot the left toes again. Keep your feet about hip width distance apart. We'll come into a pyramid pose. Find length through the spine as you come up onto your fingertips. Or if you have some blocks, find a height with the blocks that feels appropriate for you. As you exhale, maybe you start to fold forward into your pyramid, finding that extension through the back of your right leg. Being very conscious and mindful of possibility of hyperextension, so you can keep a soft bend at both knees. Your left hip will come forward, right hip, plug it back. Take a deep bend now in the left knee. Lower the left knee down. Sweep the arms up, coming into your low lunge position. Maybe even lean back through space, finding that opening of the chest and the heart. Inhale, come back through center. As you exhale, plant the palms down. Walk the hands now to the inside of the right foot. Curl the left toes under, lift that left knee to hover above the mat. Pivot your entire body to face the left side of your mat. Extend this left leg long, point the left knee, left toes up towards the sky. Find your Skandasana, your low side squat, or low side lunge. Think about pointing the tailbone down towards the floor. Again, notice if there's rounding in your back. Maybe press into the floor with the hands to find that length again. Now, if you want to play around with this posture, you can have your hands in prayer. You can have one hand down, one arm lifted. If you like to take a bind in this pose, you can feel free to take that. Wherever you are, plant your both hands down on the floor. Lift all the way back up. We'll switch on over to the other side. Take a deep bend in the left knee. This time, right knee, right toes point up towards the sky in your low side lunge. Finding an arm variation of your choice from here. Either both hands in prayer, maybe one arm lifts. Start to lower both hands. Pivot the left leg to face the opposite end of your mat. We're going to lower the right knee all the way down. We're going to shift into the opposite side of our Moon Salutation. Sweep the arms up towards the sky. Draw your belly up and in. Protect your lumbar spine. Soften the shoulders. Think about lifting your chest up towards the sky. Maybe add that slight back bend, opening up the chest and the heart. Inhale, lift back up through a neutral spine. Plant your palms down to frame your front foot. Curl your back toes under. Lift the right knee to hover. We'll lift on up to your pyramid pose on this side. Feel free to shorten your stance if you need. Come up onto your fingertips. And then draw the right hip forward, this time left hip back. So the hips are towards square. Again, you can grab your blocks for support underneath your hands if you need. Inhale, lift your crown toward the top of your mat. Either stay here or as you exhale, maybe you find that full draping the upper body in front of that front leg. Bring that left hand to the inside of your left foot. Sweep the right arm up, find your triangle pose. Create space on both sides of your body. See if you can lift up even higher. That way you're not crunching into the left side. And then see if you can lean a little bit further back through space. See if you can pour more weight into your right heel and the outer part of your right foot. Notice if you're gripping in your toes. See if you can soften, release that. 2 more cycles of breath wherever you are. Press through both heels, rise all the way back up. Pivot the left foot to face forward. Find that 5-pointed star, settle your shoulders. Pivot your toes now to face outwards. Come to a second set of a goddess pose. Cactus shape the arms. Deep bend at the knees. Continue to point the tailbone down towards the floor. See if you can press the knees further away from you, so towards the lateral outer parts of your feet. And see if you can sit down lower. Maybe you add a little pulse, linking your breath to this movement. Press your heels, extend the legs, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Step your feet back to touch. Interlace all 10 of your fingers. Release your index finger. Take an inhale breath, find length through the body. And as you exhale, side bend over to the left. Coming in this opposite direction from where we started. Press through both feet. Rise back up. Exhale, land your hands in prayer position in front of your chest. Take one hand to your heart, one hand to your stomach. Soften the shoulders down away from the ears. Notice the vibration of your heart beating in your chest. Can you notice the feeling of energy, of softness in the body? Thank yourself for making time to do this short practice. I thank you so much for tuning in. See you soon.